Hey everyone, my name is Taylor and welcome to the Smitten Knitten Knitting Podcast. Today I'm wearing the Moorland cardigan by Tania Barley, knit in one strand of Plutolöpi and one strand of Knitting for Olive's soft silk mohair. On my feet, I also have on the old reliable top-down socks by Tanis Lavallee, knit in fangirl fibers. I have with me today a cup of chamomile in my kitty cat mug. Per usual, if I'm going to be drinking something on this, it's gonna be out of my kitty cat mug. I want to remind you that you can follow me on Instagram as smitten.knitten and on Ravelry as thines42. Now, before I go into anything else today, I want to tell you about my sponsor, which is Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a New York-based jewelry company that prides itself on sustainability. Everything Ana Luisa makes, from their jewelry to their packaging, is 100% carbon neutral, and I absolutely love that about them as a company. Ana Luisa very kindly sent me 4 pieces of jewelry that I am wearing today. So we have the Chiara earrings, the Suzanne earrings, and the mini huggy hoops, as well as this beautiful necklace I'm wearing called the Lori. When Ana Luisa reached out to me to collaborate, I was so thrilled because I have been a longtime fan of Ana Luisa. I'm not sure if it was last Valentine's Day or the Valentine's Day before that, but I kept showing my boyfriend Ana Luisa jewelry and he bought me a beautiful pair of earrings for Valentine's Day. And those are the Dobby earrings. I wear these earrings all the time. You may have seen me wearing them before. I love them. I love the green little gemstone in there. I wear a lot of green. It matches my eyes. I have worn these earrings in the shower, in the ocean, in the bay, in the river, and they are beautiful and look just as new as the day I got them. Another thing I love about Ana Luisa is how they feel in my ears. My first hole can pretty much take anything. It can take on the cheapest of cheap jewelries. However, my second and my third holes, even put the wrong metal like near them and they're going to get inflamed. So that's why I love Ana Luisa's jewelry so much. I have had these in my ears since the day I got them 2 weeks ago and I haven't taken them out. I don't have a single bit of irritation. My ears feel so much better than they felt in such a long time because I did not have very good quality earrings in them before. I love these. They look beautiful, they feel wonderful, and I can't recommend Ana Luisa more. I love the brand, I love the company, I love their philosophy, I love how sustainable they are. I love that they're completely carbon neutral. So definitely go check them out. Make sure you use my code SMittenKnitten20 for 20% off your next order and click the link in my bio to look at all of their jewelry. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. And now let's get on to the knitting. So I really don't have a lot to show you today. I have not been the most productive knitter in the past few weeks since I've posted last. But I did spend a lot of time on one item, which is a finished garment, the only finished piece I have for you today. This is the Tolsta tee by Rebecca Clow of the Creabea Knitting Podcast. It's a test knit that I did for her. I knit it in sugar and cream in the color yellow, and I knit it in a size 2, and I love it. So finishing this was actually a little bit of a roller coaster for me. It was so cute when I finished it, and I was really happy with it, and as a fool, I decided to follow the care instructions on the yarn band and I threw it in the washer and the dryer. And I didn't think it would be a problem because 1, the yarn band said that I could do it and that there was no problem with it. And 2, because I have plenty of other cotton knits that I have just thrown in the wash and dryer and there's been no problem at all. Now the thing with those is that those were all fingering weight yarn, and most of them were knit to a lighter gauge. And one of them I believe was mixed with acrylic, so it wasn't fully cotton. This is 100% cotton, so it's scrunched up, it was uncomfortable, it wasn't cute, I hated it. And so I was really upset because I really loved it. I was like so excited about wearing this top this summer. And so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do now? So what did I do? I filled up my sink and I put conditioner in it and I let it soak in cold water with conditioner in it for about 2 to 3 hours. And then I laid it out flat to dry, and I kind of pinned it down a little bit because the little folded edges were coming up, and honestly, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The only downside is that it smells so much like conditioner. Like, the smell of conditioner is honestly overwhelming, but conditioner smells good, and people will just think that I'm clean, which I am. But people will just think that I just got out of the shower. So, you know, it's all good. So yeah, if you mess up anything cotton, if you shrink it or if it's too stiff and you hate it, conditioner bath. Seriously, it literally saved this garment. It was non-wearable. It was so ugly. So anyway, a little more about this. I did make some alterations, some changes to the pattern. The pattern, the Tolsta, so the Tolsta tee pattern has ribbed edges, ribbed hems. I decided to do double folded to make it look more like a t-shirt. And the official pattern does not have these eyelets, but I believe Rebecca is going to be including them in the pattern anyway. But I love it. I think this is gonna be such a cute little summer top. I'm excited to wear it to work. It's definitely gonna be work appropriate with like a little t-shirt under it, of course. Not a t-shirt, tank top under it, of course. But this is gonna be great during the summer. I'm really excited for it. So keep an eye out for whenever this is released. I'll let you know when it is. And definitely try it out, it's great. Oh, and when this pattern is released, it's going to be put into my spring and summer Ravelry board. So go ahead and check that out as well. And go ahead and check it out now because I have added a lot more to that Ravelry list. So check that out. The next work in progress I have is a sock. Not much has happened on this since the last time I've seen you. I've gotten in a few more rows, but it hasn't been crazy. This is the top down, gosh, not the top down. This is the All Reliable top down sock by Tanis Lavallee, knit in Malabrigo and Fangirl fibers for the contrast. I'm really enjoying this. I like it a lot. I just haven't been picking it up a lot because I was working on my Tolsta quite a bit and also on the next thing I'm going to be showing you. Yeah, it's looking like a great sock. I'm really excited for it to be done. It will be done pretty soon. And there's just nothing more to tell you about this really. It's just a basic sock pattern, 64 stitches, slipped heel, gusset, everything. Fun fact about this little stitch marker that I have, it says juicy, there's a little cherry. It's actually from a, it's not a stitch marker at all. It's a little charm that came off of a, I bought a Juicy Couture friendship bracelet making kit. And I opened it and I saw this and I was like, that's adorable. And that would be a really good stitch marker. So now I have a Juicy Couture stitch marker. You know, it's fun. And I really like it. If you also want to get a Juicy Couture friendship bracelet kit, I highly recommend it. I bought 2 of them from Michael's about a year ago. And I just used them to make friendship bracelets for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. And I had a great time. I love friendship bracelets. I love Juicy Couture. So, yeah. The next work in progress I have to share with you all today is the Porcelain Sweater. I'm knitting this in 2 strands of pink, which I am loving because I really haven't seen anybody knit one of these in kind of like a monochrome vibe. So the yarn is Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Poppy Rose and Wild Berries, and I'm also holding it with Mohair in the color Poppy Rose and Plum Rose, and I love it. I am a huge fan of Knitting for Olive. This is no secret. I think most of the world is a huge fan of Knitting for Olive. I love that they're cruelty-free, and I just love this brand so much. It's such a good quality. So yeah, I will always knit with Knitting for Olive. It's one of my favorites. Actually, it is my favorite. I love Knitting for Olive. Their colors are just so good. Anyway, I am almost done with the body on my porcelain sweater, and then I just have sleeves, and then I have a sweater just in time for the warm months in the Northern Hemisphere. Funny enough, we just had a few 80-degree days, so it was super warm, and today it's back down to like 50, so I'm wearing a sweater because it's chilly, but hopefully I'll be able to wear this once before it gets super hot, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I will never stop knitting sweaters during the summer. I love knitting sweaters all year round. The heat is not going to stop me. It's just not. I'm a sweater girl. And now I've only worked on one other thing since I last saw y'all, and that is my Unnamed Sweater. This is a pattern that I am working on. I still don't have a name for it yet, but I have been thinking about calling it, I tried it on, and it gave me kind of like bedrock vibes, like the layers of rock. I can't remember what the exact word for that is. If you know the exact word for that, tell me what it is. I'm trying to, I'll have to try to look it up and figure out what it is. But it's the layers of rocks, you know, like I'll try to put a picture of what I'm thinking of. And it's just making me think of that. And so I'm like, the bedrock sweater, the layer sweater, the levels sweater. I don't know. I'm vibing with that. So I'm so close to being done with the body of this. I actually ripped back this second cable section because I just wasn't vibing with those like different colors that I was doing. So I'm doing it all in just one color. And if I run out of this, then I'm just gonna do a different brown on the sleeves for this section. It's not a big deal if I do. I think that'll still be cool. And that was the reason why I was doing the 3 different stripes, was because I was afraid I was going to run out of yarn and I wouldn't have enough for the sleeves. But honestly, it's my sweater. And really it is just a sample. And I do plan on knitting this again. So, you know, I'm just using up scraps to do this. I think it's looking absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just really excited about it. It is being knit in 3mm needles because why wouldn't I knit a sweater in 3mm needles? Why wouldn't I have the first sweater I'm designing and trying to release be on 3mm needles? Why not? Why wouldn't it? You know, why would I do anything easy? You know, why would I do that? Obviously, that's why. No, not me. Not me. But anyway, I'm really vibing with this. I really enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. Now, because I'm me, I can't just knit on what I'm knitting without thinking about what I'm going to be knitting next. And I'm really tempted to cast on another item, which is foolish because I have multiple sweaters on the needles. I have so many objects that I need to finish, and yet I'm thinking about a cardigan. This cardigan doesn't actually exist because I want to take a sweater and steek it. And I want to knit it out of Knitting for Olive Dusty Artichoke because isn't this just the most gorgeous color you've ever seen in your life? I am obsessed and I cannot wait to have a garment in this color. So my idea is that I want to knit the Cargill sweater, but I want it as a cardigan. And so to do that, I want to steek it. I love the Cargill sweater. I just think that me personally, I don't think I would wear it as a sweater. I think it's beautiful and elegant and girly, and I love that, but I feel like it's just too formal and preppy for me as just a sweater. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I want to look preppy and all that stuff. But I've also really been needing more cardigans. And so I think that the Cargill as a cardigan would be perfect. So my plan is I'm going to use Dusty Artichoke, and I'm going to cast on with maybe like 6 extra stitches. We've been joined by Olive. But I think I'll just have 6 extra stitches in the middle and have that be a steek. Maybe I should do 8 for, you know, safety. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do next. I think that's gonna be my next cast on, is going to be the Cargill sweater, but make it a steeked cardigan. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be so stinking cute. I love. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I just know it's going to look absolutely stunning in these colors. Okay, well that is everything I have to show you guys today. Honestly, I haven't done that much knitting. I was gonna start knitting on this, but I'm on a cable work row, so I'm not going to do that. Let's do some socks. So I have noticed that I am a little bit of a couch potato. And I don't know if it's because it's getting warm outside, but I have been wanting to be more active. So I was scrolling on the TikToks and I saw this girl with a walking pad, and I was like, that's amazing, a walking pad. It's like a treadmill, but it's like foldable. And I was like, this is great. I could knit while I watch TV. So it's like being a couch potato, but active. And I kept scrolling. And I was like, holy schmoly, this is $400, which in reality isn't that crazy for a piece of workout equipment, but $400 is not some money I am able to spend right now. So I kept scrolling and I found a mini stair stepper. A mini stair stepper. So what did I do but purchase a mini stair stepper? It lives behind the couch. I don't even know if you can see me right now. Hello. You in fact could not see the top of my head. Anyway, I just stand here now while I watch TV, and I just stair step away while I knit. I'm stair stepping right now. Stair stepping and podcasting while I'm knitting a sock. Oh. Hello? Why did I never think of trying to exercise while knitting and watching TV before? Game changer. Game changer. I am obsessed. Honestly, if you feel like you're too much of a couch potato, get yourself a mini stair stepper. I think it was like 70 bucks. It was fabulous. It's fantastic. Me, my boyfriend, and our roommate, all 3 of us just regularly just use this thing. Even if I'm not knitting, we'll all be up here and just talking, and one of us will just like mosey on over to it and stand on it and start stepping while we're all just talking to each other. It's great. I don't know how I lived without it, honestly. I'm gonna say it's my new favorite thing. My allergies have been absolutely crazy lately. The changing of the seasons and everything always does me dirty, especially because I am a person with asthma. I've already taken my inhaler while filming this because like speaking when the seasons change just like is not good for me. like doing this, honestly, has winded me. But I do it anyway because I love you guys. But yeah, so I think because of that, I'm gonna cut this short. Don't have much to talk about today, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to talk for much longer than I have been talking. So remember to check me out on Instagram and Ravelry, and make sure you check out Anna Louisa. A huge thank you to Anna Louisa for sponsoring this video today. Remember to click the link in my bio and to use my code SmittenKnitten20 for 20% off your next order. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Happy knitting. Bye.